Hello, bright and shiny beacons of light. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation. I've got behind me the butt of, Rue, who's been having way too much fun here tonight. Um, Earlier this evening, he was digging in the dirt. I was out getting grounded. We'll talk about that more in a minute. And he was digging a nice little hole and pouring dirt over himself. And then I tried to get as much of the dirt off of him. But of course, he decided to bring some of it back home because it's more fun when you're a rooster and you're carrying dirt on you. But that's not what tonight is about. Tonight is going to be about, it's going to be about you, but it's going to be about how to gain strength from your angels, from your guides, from your inner wisdom. I don't care what the language is that you use. You can call it whatever you want. But there is you here, and there is you on the other side of the veil. In other words, you are eternal. Sort of like we've got baby Hannah upstairs. This is not her first time at the rodeo. She's been around time after time after time. And not all of her comes into physical form. There's a big part of her that stays on the other side of the veil and kind of pulls the strings on life. And that's us as well. We have us that's pulling the strings on our lives, and we have higher dimensional beings, whether we call them angels, guides, simply loving inner wisdom, that is helping to pull these strings as well. And what we're going to talk about tonight is how you can plug into these strings so that you can find more strength and energy when you need it. So I like to share by example. And, I'm actually feeling, between you and me, really good today. And that's all because of Jessica. Jessica actually did one extra feeding cycle this morning without me, which means I might have squeaked by with, at least 5, maybe 6 hours of sleep, where I'm averaging 4, some nights 2.5 hours of sleep. And it's not that Hannah isn't very kind and compassionate. This is a very hungry child who wants to catch up. She was born at preemie weight of just under 5 pounds, and she's gaining up to 2 ounces a day right now. How does it get any better than this? But what does that mean? It means I'm sleep deprived. I'm not thinking clearly. I'm very spun. Everything feels overwhelmed, and on it goes. And I am not complaining. I'm not one who's prone to complain about this. I may go, what do I do? And then how do I see this as a positive? Right, Rue? However, what we're going to talk about tonight is what I've done to be able to bring some sanity and some grounding in while I've been beside myself exhausted. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. With that said, I have an amazing event beginning in just a couple weeks with Mike Dooley from The Secret. It's called Automatic Writing Adventure. And so I want to put a link here. I'm going to have my team members, INN, put a link here to our Automatic Writing Adventure with Mike Dooley. Really cool program. Lots of fun exercises each day for 21 days. So it's a 21-day automatic writing adventure. And they're going to put a link in there. And we've got our School of Mystics coming up this Wednesday with a new month where we're focusing on renewal, re-energizing, and growing light. So this is the end of springtime, but the energy of spring comes to a peak right around solstice. And we're going to be working right around this time to help you grow light, to help you grow like bamboo, to help you grow into the mystic that you were always meant to be. And so they're going to put a link to that as well. So let's talk about what's really going on in my world. How about that? There is a lot of debate going on, internal debate going on right now. how many interviews do I do? How much do I give in YouTube lives or other free live events? How much do I juggle all of this of what I'm putting out there compared to what I need to receive to nourish myself? What I mean is the giver's dilemma, and you're a giver, is we give and give and give and give and give and give and give until we're completely depleted and we have no more to give. And then we're useless to everyone. And everybody gets upset with us. They get cranky because, well, why aren't you giving me as much as you gave me before? Between you and me, I don't know at what level I can keep giving because I'm trying to take care of Jessica and baby Hannah, Rue, the kiddos, myself. And how do I find this balance? So, where I'm really going is you may be experiencing this as well, and I believe you are. Since 2020, the universe has turned up the screws on you and me, has turned up the screws and said, you can't do it that way anymore. You get to change, you get to adapt, you get to do things in a new way. Now, chances are you've been feeling that more and more and more. And there have been times where you brought to your knees, you dust yourself off, you try to do it the old way, you get brought back to your knees, you dust yourself off, you try to do it the old way again. Universe isn't letting us do the old way. When we're talking about tonight is getting strength from the angels. Part of what we're really talking about is part is alignment, getting in alignment with the angels, but part of it is listening to the messages they're giving and having the strength to step forward, because the messages they're giving will get a little bit louder and a little bit louder and a little bit louder still until we fully listen to them. Now, I have alluded or mentioned several times that a few weeks ago I was having Belinda Womack on the show, and her amazing interview comes out tomorrow. You're definitely going to want to check that out. So I was supposed to have Belinda on the show 2 weeks ago. Instead, she had these powerful messages from the archangels about us and about Angel Hannah to share with everyone. And we ended up bumping the recording so that we could hear what the archangels had to say for us. Powerful message, but powerful messages aren't always fun. They're messages, challenging messages of you get to shift, you get to change, you get to upgrade, but in different ways than you expect. Chances are you're getting these messages as well. It's just hard to hear them right now. And I want to make it easier for you to be able to hear these messages. I got it from Belinda. I got it from a second channeler. Then I was looking at hiring a new employee yesterday, a 5-time Emmy Award-winning producer. And I'm talking to this producer, and she was sharing the same message from the angels as well. A message of, Michael, you need to shift. You get to do less to do more, and you get to figure this out. Whew. And that's really what's going on right now for all of us, is we are being challenged with these messages to shift, to change, to pivot. And it's exhausting. It's taking so much of our energy, because it's kind of like, well, I've got Google Chrome on this computer, on this Mac. And Google Chrome will open up this thing called the Google Chrome Helper. And it'll start taking more system resources and more system resources until midway through many YouTubes, everything blows up. That's what's going on for you and me right now. When we talk about not having energy and going to the angels for energy, what's happening is more and more of our system resources are being gobbled up by the unknown, by worry, by concern, by this need to pivot and having no idea how and what to do. I'm going to share with you even more about this. A last note on it. We get to move in 3 weeks. Where? My guess is Lake Mohawk, New Jersey. How does it get any better than this? But it hasn't appeared yet. We've got 3 weeks, 4 days, or 3 days. Who's counting to move? But the place hasn't appeared yet. It's a process running on in the background, and it can make us kind of nervy. That means as if you've had 1 cup of coffee too many. Earlier this evening, I was fairly overwhelmed, cooked by as much as was going on internally. Rue and I went outside. There was a place that Rue, underneath the bushes, likes to dig a nice little hole. So we gave Rue the opportunity to go crazy in the bushes, and that is grounding for him. I went and sat on the cement steps next to him until I'm like, wait a second, you wrote barefoot running and barefoot walking. Get on the earth with him. I laid down on the ground and I said, how much can I give away to the angels right now? What does that mean to give away? How much can every time? So let's say you have a worry. Let's say you're me and you have a worry and concern of what do I do with the show? Does it keep going on an interview basis? Is it about the YouTube lives? Is it about shorter content? Is it about this? Stop. Lay down on the ground or sit down. Take some deep breaths. And when it comes up, as it inevitably will, when that concern comes up, don't try to take it on. You take this. I love that phrase. You take this. Or you don't even have to say the phrase. Just stop. You're not trying to stuff it down under the surface. You're not going, nah, poo-poo, I'm not thinking about this. Give it away. Don't take ownership of it. Seriously, man, do not take ownership of your worries and concerns. They are none of your business. Really, they're none of your business. Unless you can fix something right here, now, in this moment, in which case it is your business, then it's none of your business because there's nothing you can do about it right now. Allow something with greater energy to take it on for you. Allow something with greater energy to handle it for you. 3 weeks, 3 days till we get to move. No. And I'm not a guy who likes to play, oh, please excuse me, Rue, chicken and go running toward the railroad train going, the train is going to veer off the tracks. But I have a super strong belief, faith, knowing something good will come out of this. Something good will take place. Always has, always will. And it always has for you too. You go, yeah, Michael, but this and but that and but the other thing. Well, do me a favor. You got a pulse? You're still alive. You're still kicking. You have 100% success rate this lifetime of making it through whatever challenge comes to you and came to you. So I don't want you taking on the worry and concern and all of this extra energy running in the background, really worrying you about things you can't do anything about in this moment. You can't do anything about it. The only thing I can do anything about is, so last week we had a YouTube live. Hannah was down here, baby Hannah was down here, and she started crying, and I kept the show going because Jessica was taking care of her for about an extra 10 minutes before I wrap things up. I won't do that again. That broke my heart. That really, let's watch our language, Michael. That was a little bit disappointing in myself of not going and running to be by her side. I don't want to do that again. Now, I can try to figure out with my thinking mind how that won't happen again, or I can put it out there to the angels and let them. I know he's about to jump. You about to jump, good boy? Let them figure things out. The only way through this time for you and for me, and we're still in this weird COVID world that started in February 2020, and we're out. Okay, yes, we're more active, but the world is radically different over the last 2 years. The only way through the world now is not to is not to fight, is to let go. In a sense, to connect with spirit by getting down on your knees or by laying back down on the earth. The only way through is not to try to go through, is not to try to respond, is not to try to push, is not to try to fight, is not to call others for the answer, is not to take on more responsibility. The answer lies from diving within. The answer here is diving into the non-work. The answer is diving into the non-work. What do I mean? I'm talking about today connecting with the angels, connecting with your guides, and finding energy through that. And the true strength here comes from the power of not doing. Not doing. You take this. Not doing. Have you ever heard of Wu Wei? Wu Wei comes from the Tao. Thousands of years old, a wisdom beyond wisdom that is just as true today as it was when it was made by legendary or legend of Lao Tzu, which means old man, thousands of years ago. Wu Wei is effortless efforting. Effortless efforting. What does that mean? Well, I know we're going to move. Don't know where. I know we're going to move. I don't know how. I know our show is going to shift. Don't know what it's going to look like. I know it's going to pivot. I don't have any clue what that means. And when the door opens, I will step through. When the truck shows up, I will help load it up. Trying, striving, driving are this old masculine energy, this young energy, this getter done energy, the get me the guns and the bullets, forgive me, energy. It's not the energy of harmony. It's not the enemy. It's not the energy of synchrony or synchronization or getting in harmony. It is the energy of fight, of pushing against. Aren't we tired of this? Certainly we're tired of this in the world, but aren't we tired of this? Banging our heads against the wall. Doesn't have to be this way. I give it to you. How do we do that? Now, certainly, I've taught before, I'll teach it again. It's one of my all-time favorite statements. I merge with the energy of the angels. I merge with the energy of the angels. I merge with the energy of the angels. You can picture angel wings behind you, an angel behind you, literally stepping into you, stepping into form. I merge with the energy of the angels and feel them stepping into you. More than that, what we can do is simply sit, be still. I don't know what the answer is. That's okay. I don't know what the answer is. That's all right. I don't know what the answer is. I think I'll do nothing. Nothing. No thing. The more that you can do no thing, the more that it all works out. Why? What does that mean? It means there's a frequency and energy of the angels. There's a frequency and energy of your guides. They come on a carrier wave, and the carrier wave is silence. The carrier wave is one of I can hear now. The carrier wave is one of being without doing. When you be without doing, what happens is there's nothing that needs to be done, but there's so much that gets to be undone. Undone is where the power's at. Done is what's kind of got us in a knot. Undone is undoing that knot so that energy can pass through a line more clearly, more easily, more smoothly. So the question is, what can be undone in your life? And for the undoings, go silent. Call on your angels. Call on your guides. Hear what they have to share and say and tell you. They will help you with all of the undoings. What can be undone in my life? Maybe it's part of the show. Maybe it's part of how I do other elements. I don't know. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. Instead, go silent with the question, what gets to be undone? And leave it alone. Sharing with you some fun secrets here tonight. Here's another one. If we want to look for where our energy is leaking in life, where those things keep coming up and coming up and coming up again. What pisses you off? What really drives you mad? What drives you mad? What drives you insane? Because if there's something that's really hard and you're like, no, I got this, you want to do more of it. If there's something that's driving you mad and it's got you pulling your hair out and going, that's out of alignment. One of the reasons that baby Hannah came in, well, she's got her own journey. So let's put this a different way. One of the things that we know baby Hannah will do with us, for us, through us, to us, is she will demand a higher level of alignment. She will demand us to undo anything that's not working for us and to build anew by giving the space what works for us at an even higher level. So what is it that she's going to clear away? Well, we get to look at where the emotional response is. Where does first off, what makes our heart sing? Ah, I want to do more of that. And what makes us go, oh, not again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I don't know about you, but we've still got plenty of, oh my God, in our lives. Where we see the, oh my God, you may be experiencing this too. Even though your angels are knocking on the door, even though they're going 111, even though they're going 444, even though they're going, hello, don't you see me here? Even though your angels are knocking at the door, chances are you're ignoring that part of your life that's giving you the, oh my God, because I will deal with that later, you say. I will get to that later. And it's draining you more and draining you more and draining you more still. On that note, come to the School of Mystics. We're going to recharge you over the next month. Do come to our School of Mystics starting this Wednesday. It's a month of recharging. But when we're getting this, oh my God, and we ignore it at our own risk. because it is the universe speaking to us through our emotions, helping us to clear something out, to allow something better in at a higher level. It is a command, sort of like a command. Thou shalt not. I guess we can go there. Thou shalt not do things that are out of alignment. Now, maybe you need that job. I get it. How can we switch the tumblers so that it is internally in alignment? Or as Lisa, oh my gosh, Lisa from The Secret. Oh my gosh, we had her on only a few weeks ago, and I love her very dearly. Lisa Nichols. As Lisa Nichols said, how can I make my job or my employer my investor in my future? That way we find a way to get it in alignment. If you can, get things in alignment. If you can't, you need to get rid of them. Why? Because we're all playing energetic strings right now. Those are the strings of the angels. Those are the strings of your guides. Those are the strings of higher dimensional beings. Those are the strings of you on the other side of the veil. And if the strings are going and sound more like chalk against the blackboard, that's not higher vibration energy. That's not how to live. Again, come to our School of Mystics Wednesday. We're going to teach you even more how to live. But please undo the things that are taking you away from living. You may not be able to get rid of them today. You may not be able to get rid of them tomorrow. Ask for help in how you can get light. And then go silent. Don't say anything. Put time in your day. Do automatic writing. We've got this great program coming up with Mike Dooley in a few weeks. How does it get any better than this? And I and Ann are going to put the link down below. Do automatic writing. Do meditation. Do nothing. Do the forest. Take your rue and head out to the dirt. Dig in the dirt. Sit in the dirt. But do not do. This is so important for you to understand. It is the doings that are getting us in trouble. It is the undoings, the stoppings, the letting go, the breathing deep, the pausing at the time when you want to move extra fast. And let me tell you, even though I've been getting 2.5 to 4 hours of sleep a night, it's a, do I have the formula? Do I have the breast milk? Do I have the pump? Have I made the calls? Do we have the appointments? Is this getting done? Is that taken care of? What about this? What about that? Sorry. The answer is almost never to move faster. The answer is almost always to slow down even more. The answer is to slow down even more. So the question is, when the going gets fast, when the going is at full speed, what can I do to full pause? And yes, one more time, come to the School of Mystics Wednesday. I have so many crazy, beautiful tools, and I've got so many people here in the chat room who can say that how much they're getting out of the School of Mystics. Come learn the tools so you can step back and breathe deep. The greatest investment in your life isn't doing, it's being. Universe brought this one last story, and then we're going to open it up to questions. We're going to do a meditation. We're going to call it a little bit early here this evening as I'm playing with different lengths of time so that I can being more with my family here. Earlier this evening, I wanted to do, or this afternoon, I wanted to do the doing of a short bike ride. I put that in quotes because I got hit by an SUV on my bike in November. And so I ride an indoor bike. It's driving me a little mad at the moment. Struggling with the motivation, hanging in there. But I wanted to do a little ride. And so I was out with Jessica and baby Hannah. Oh, We're out on the deck. There's largest lake in New Jersey right behind us. And so we're out, not on the deck, on the dock. And I really wanted to stay with them. But I felt I needed to get this ride in. And there are no wrong choices, wrong decisions in life. But the universe pointed out something to me quite interesting. One of my favorite birds on top of Rue, it's not the eagle, it's not the condor, it's not any of the birds of prey, because after having Rue, I'm not as big of a fan of the birds of prey as I used to be, as he's outside trying to keep an eye on us and keep an eye on himself. But the great gray crane, tall, regal, majestic, centered, grounded, very much the and there's Crane in the movie Kung Fu Panda, very much a centered, mindful, in the moment, kind of the Tao of birds. As I came in the house for a doing, great gray crane landed right in front of Jessica and baby Hannah. It was a message for them that they are exactly where they're supposed to be. It was a message for me to be even more in the doings, the beings, rather than the doings. This week's class, this month's class, is re-energizing, revitalization, realignment. That's what it's all about. We're going to help you become a mystic, and we're going to help you to re-energize, revitalize, and get realigned. That was a hint for me of a little bit of fine-tuning. We're always going to need fine-tuning in my alignment that gets to be done. And a last note, alignment, which means to get in vibrational harmony with the universe, never, ever takes place from the head. Never did, never will, never, it's not even possible. Alignment takes place from the heart, from listening. Imagine that you're in a chorus, a choir. You get in harmony with everyone around you. But if you put in earplugs so that you can't hear them, you get in alignment with no one and no thing. Well, I'm going to train you how to get in alignment and make it ridiculously easy. The biggest secret to get in alignment is going quiet, being in the moment. Now, you can be in prayer. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. How often do I talk about this? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. That is getting in alignment. It's also a not doing. But what we don't want to do is have the head right now try to figure all of this out. And my head hurts. I don't know about yours, but my head hurts trying to figure all of this out. Instead, I get to sit more, be more, and allow the answers to come after me. So now I'm going to open it up to questions here, and then we are going to go into a revitalizing meditation. Let's see where we're at. And interesting, in my document. Oh, thank you, Patricia. How does it get any better than this? Oh my God. Thank you, Patricia. And thank you to Lena. You are amazing too. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? I want to see if we have any questions here, because my document is showing that there are no questions, and I know that there are questions. So now my document disappeared. So bear with me, everybody. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Where did my document go? There we go. So let's see if there are any questions. If not, we'll go into a meditation. So Patricia, thank you so much. Lena, thank you so much. And see if we have any questions from anyone. So let's see. Please bring your questions here now. If there are no questions, I go into meditation, but I am sure that there are some questions. Oh, Lisa, thank you for your kind donation as well. How does it get any better than this? I'm looking at Rue off to the side and I'm going, Rue, do you have any questions here? And Rue is just being very, very present in the moment. And so I'm going to go back. So, a little secret to be present in the moment, I don't watch the YouTube live during the YouTube live. I instead go quiet and listen, and my team lets me know of questions. At a time like this, it's better than I dive in and I see all of your beautiful comments to see if there are any questions popping up that I may have missed. So that's what, whoa, that's what I'm going to do here. Okay, that's weird when you're hearing yourself and hearing yourself and hearing yourself. Da 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 da. Rue is mind manifesting air pumped mealworms. Actually, Mark, Rue does get freeze dried mealworms. He sometimes is in the mood for them. He is sometimes not in the mood for them. So Andrea is saying that she's missing her daughter. She's 17 this year. I miss her so much. Andrea, I know nothing about the situation, but why don't you connect with her energetically? This much you can definitely do, Andrea. So you can do this simply by getting centered, being quiet, and listening or putting out a prayer. You can also do it by going to automatic writing is a very good way where you can connect with someone's spirit. Even if they are still alive, you can connect with their spirit and you can talk with them. But whether they are here on a physical plane or whether they're elsewhere, energy never disappears. Energy can neither be nor created nor destroyed. Energy always is, which means spirit always is in some side of someone, which means we can always connect. Always, always. And so I would encourage you to do that. I go to automatic writing. That's where I would first start. We do talk about this in the program with Mike Dooley. The link will be down below. It's a very simple way to do this. Highly, highly recommend reach out to your daughter in your writing. Get her back at least energetically in your life. So let's go to more questions here. So Narelle asked a brilliant question. Can witchcraft be used in line with angels? I'm not very familiar with the tools of witchcraft, but Wigan and witchcraft is beautiful energetic work. So why not? Why not? Whether we label something witchcraft or sorcery or law of attractionery, whatever we want to call it, new agery, it's all the same stuff. Getting in touch with higher dimensional energies, getting in touch with the other side of the veil, and bringing back the goodness that is there to help us here today. And that's what I'm talking about. So things like witchcraft have been demonized, I'm putting that in quotes, as to be this dark, bad thing. There is love. There is huge light there. Now, a last note on this. I grew up Salem, Massachusetts, where the witch trials were, was actually at the time of the witch trials part of Danvers, Massachusetts, my hometown. The first cemetery for the, quote, witches to be buried was half a mile from my house. They were actually people practicing incredible love and light. And so why not do that? Learn a practice that works for you, Narelle, in the love and light. So Patricia, I don't know much about the elementals at all, but if it's higher dimensional beings, if it's sort of like calling in the Akashic Masters, why not? Part of the mistake, I'll put that in quotes, it's all good, but part of the mistake that we make this lifetime, trying to go it alone, trying to think. So I watch Hannah's Eyes now. And she is, first off, she's a developmental miracle. She is already so far off the charts. It's crazy. But one of the things that I see is she'll watch me. And then her eyes, they won't dart. They will go to other beings that are in the room, but it ain't me. And she'll watch them for a while. That's the world that we exist in. Why instead do we go, there's nothing else there, there's no one else there, I'm just gonna whatever? That's exhausting. That's the game of the mind. That's the game of the male ego, not meaning that males have this ego, meaning this young, male driven, I've got this, I'm an island. It don't work. Instead, go to the energy. I say go to the energy of 911. 911 to me is not the Twin Towers. 911 is the number, the angelic number of calling in help, calling in assistance. Why don't we call in help and call in assistance every chance we can? Kathleen, I'm feeling like there's a shift for me too. Do I just wait to hear from angels? Yes, minus the word just, Kathleen. You can ask the angels for assistance. You can ask the angels for guidance. Do not try to force it. Certainly, do things like automatic writing so they can speak to you. Go silent so they can speak to you. Heck, when Jessica and I, many, many years ago, better part of a decade ago, got booted off of Maui, we're living next to a highway in other part of New Jersey. And I'm going, where in the world do we turn from here? As I was just starting to ramp up my automatic writing, I walked along the side of this highway. To the left, cars whizzing by to New York City. To the right, trees and crickets. And I listened to the trees and the crickets. I not only listened, Kathleen, I'm going, all right, crickets, what do you want to tell me? And I listened and I heard about starting this show. And I heard because I was having so many discussions, both in automatic writing and otherwise, about what kind of a show is this? I heard from the crickets, which was really the angels speaking through the energetic vibration of the crickets, telling me what I got to do. So I put things out there and then I listened. That's what I want you to do, Kathleen. Nancy, I'm so sorry, Nancy. A friend, 40 years old architect, good looking with a privileged life, was just a victim of an explosion. After 3 weeks, he'll be taken off. Oh, sedatives tomorrow. How does he wake up to a new life? Okay, so we don't know what happened as far as did he have some sort of a near-death experience? Clearly, this was a near-death experience. We don't know what took place in his psyche. With that said, the best way that he can wake up to this new life is gently and without judgment. The vehicle is as important as the message or the messenger. What does that mean? The vehicle is as important as the message or the messenger. That means that he was the victim, and I'm going to watch my words there. He was a victim, but I'm not going to put him in a place of victimhood. He experienced an explosion. What is an explosion? A high degree of energy, locally focal and focused to rip things apart. A high degree of energy, locally focused to rip things apart. He experienced a high degree of energy. Energy is neither good nor bad. Now it can send us over to the other side. We don't want that before our time, but it's energy. Highly focused. Focused in this case on him among mothers, perhaps. And I'm so sorry about that. To rip apart, to tear away the old, to allow something new to be birthed, to allow a new him to be birthed. However capable he is still here. So what does this mean? To support him with everything you've got, to love him up with everything you've got, to sit with him and call in the angels. If he's not into angels, call him in quietly. You don't need permission to call in the angels. Have them sit and be with him, to support him in any way you can. Having experienced 2 near-death experiences, and particularly the first one, because that was my April 2nd, 2006. That was like my new birthday. Wasn't like it was, is. No matter how positive the experience, it is a what the freak do I do now? Where do I go from here? How do I do anything? Or my second NDE, thank God we had an angel in our lives, Denise, thank you so, so much, who didn't even know us, who moved her whole house around and gave me the living room and the living room couch. Somebody who gave me the main heart or hearth of the house for a month until I had the strength to fly back home, because I was in California and home was Maui. I didn't have enough blood in me, quite literally. They had done no, the fish grows larger, 4 or 5 or 6 transfusions. They wanted to do more. And I said, that's enough. And so I didn't have the red blood cells to even raise my head up off of the couch most of the time. And I just got to be. That's the theme here. And in the being, my future began to sew itself together and unfold before me. That's what your friend gets to do with no rush, no hurry, no expectations. Sega. And I do send all my love. Sega. What should a person do if they feel lost? Celebrate. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. The universe is working on you. Picture a dance. Picture somebody spinning or pivoting. What happens when that person pivots? If you took it in a freeze frame mid-pivot, they're completely and totally off balance. If you cast a spell on them so they didn't remember anything and all of a sudden woke them up mid-spin, they're going to feel completely lost in time and space. Completely lost. But they're not lost at all. The universe is guiding them around, pirouetting them around, helping them to land at an even better spot than they started. But in the moment, they will feel completely lost. Sega, in the moment, universe is spinning you an incredible amount of energy and is spinning you to somewhere positive if you don't fight it. It's a gift. Feeling lost is a gift. Yeah, but I felt lost my whole lifetime. Great. This lifetime is about elevating you to a higher level. Let go of needing to be found, of needing it to be a certain way, and you will land at a higher level. Now, would I go quiet? Yes. Would I do automatic writing? Oh, yes. 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 Why am I saying that? Well, because here we were on Maui for years, holding space at a meditation center for hours a day. Jessica and I, 3-4 hours a day for up to 6 months in a row. We're so enlightened. No. We're so plugged in. No. You were blocking everything out. Get a process like automatic writing so that you can converse with the angels. We were just numbing ourselves up. We weren't putting the questions out there. Make sure you put the questions out there so that you can hear from spirit. Another reason, take the automatic writing adventure that I have with Mike Dooley in a few weeks. Oh my God, that's going to be fun. We also have a class on automatic writing, but I want to tell you about Mike Dooley's thing right now because it's 5 minutes every single day, 21 days where we take you through this program and you become this automatic writing adventurer by the end of it. How does it get any better than this? And you won't feel lost anymore. You won't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. In fact, if I say I have all the answers, please take a run and run fast as far away from here as you possibly can. But what I do know is that the answers are found through conversing with the universe. That's what I'd like you to do. Miss Cheryl. Ha ha ha. I like this. I haven't even read the full question, but I know the energy behind it. Will spirit mess my computer if I'm going in the wrong direction? First, Miss Cheryl, there is no wrong direction. We get hung up on this very young concept. We need to do this, accomplish this, achieve that, or our mission this lifetime is for naught. Not true. The mission is love, but the mission is also the mission. It's the journey. It's so cliche, but it's the journey, not the destination. The destination is where we point our ship, but it's what you do on the ship as you're going to the destination. That's what matters. So there is no wrong direction. You're gaining learnings and wisdom and guidance and so much more. With that said, let's go back to the first part. Will spirit mess with my computer? Oh, yeah. You better believe it. Spirit will unplug a camera. It will shut off your internet. It will garble your voice. It will. Does anybody recognize this out of a YouTube live event a couple weeks ago? In other words, and that was a great live event. Universe will do everything to get your attention and give messages to you. Will it bring you to your knees? Absolutely. Will you give you a near-death experience? Absolutely. Will it create great pain or challenge or heartache or who knows what? Absolutely. Will it also bring you great joy? Absolutely. Great love? Absolutely. In other words, it will give you whatever it takes to get your attention. That's why, Miss Cheryl, here tonight, I am talking about listening and listening at a higher level. Coming to our School of Mystics, I want to give you all these different tools to be able to get light, do this pivot, get in alignment with the universe, take your energy up and up and up. And I'm talking about automatic writing because we need to be able to listen. It's a lot, Miss Cheryl. Michael, but you're talking about just being. Yeah, it's a dance. It's a dance between we just be, and then we converse, and we be, and then we converse, and then we be, and we converse. Nobody ever said, don't talk with spirit, don't talk with the universe. Okay, I'm being careful about that. In some religious organizations, they say that's a bad thing to do. I would not agree with this. We don't need anybody to speak for us or on our behalf. We get to do that. That's the work, is the dance between, well, I'm going to go to, oh, he's so much fun. He was in What the Bleep Do We Know? And his name is escaping me right now. Famous physicist. Oh my gosh. His name will pop into my head in a minute. And he talks about doobie doo, balance between doing and being and doing and being and doing and being. And a big part of the doing is conversing with the universe. And then the next part of the doing is when the universe says step forward, you say, how high? Rule number one, we're going to take a few more questions, then we'll go into a meditation. Rule number one I have right now in our marriage, in our growing of baby Hannah. Rule number one is very simply 2 words. How high? If Jessica wakes me in the middle of the night and needs something for baby Hannah, how high? How high do you want me to jump? If baby Hannah is crying and needs something, how high? How high do you want me to jump? In order to be able to do rule number one, I need to do rule number 0, which supersedes rule number 1, which is to listen. And so that is the doobie doo dance that we get to do. Lux Green. I listen to Kim Russo a lot, and I know that dark thoughts sometimes mean attachment. How do I stop the negative thoughts? It's getting better the more I learn, but I need more help. Okay, so we could be talking about attachment of lost spirits trying to find their way home. Certainly. There are lots of videos online that you can do about that. We've got some videos as well. You can go to all sorts of experts who can help you get light. And there's so many different techniques of helping you get light with that. On the other hand, the negative thoughts more often, and they can be a balance of both, but the negative thoughts more often are wounds and blocks and traumas and walls inside of you and karmic strings inside of you that get to be released. And we just spent a whole month in our School of Mystics releasing that with people. Why do I mention that? Well, you can certainly do things like emotion code. Dr. Bradley Nelson, that's going to help you get light. EFT tapping, that's going to help you get light. About a dozen other practices, more than that, will help you get light and remove these negative thoughts, because negative thoughts are energy. Or you can come join our School of Mystics and replay last month's classes, and I actually do the clearings for you. So I help clear those negative thoughts from you. It's still work, but I get you much, much lighter. You just replay it. And over the last 4 weeks, I've been clearing with people and clearing with people and clearing with people and clearing with people. And I'm sure people can put in the chat tonight how it's made them feel and how much lighter they've gotten. With that said, not all negative thoughts are negative, Lux. What do you mean? I'm a fortune cookie tonight. And what I mean by that is, while I don't want you reliving negative experiences, I want you to lean into the thoughts. Why are they there? What do they mean? Why are they there? What do they mean? Why are they there? What do they mean? In other words, start peeling away the layer of the onion and the layer and the layer, and see where these thoughts originate, if it did come from you, or how they're here to serve you. Every single bite of energy that comes your way, in this case, I mean BYTE. Every single bite of energy is here to serve you. Even if on the surface it seems it's here to spite you, nothing could be further from the truth. It is all here to serve you if you, coming back to our theme tonight, listen to it and ask. So you get this thought, oh my God, I'm such a screw up. Where did that come from? Am I really such a screw up? No. Why do I keep saying that to myself? Well, my parents used to say it, or the bullies used to say it. Why do I keep doing that? I don't know. Angels and guides. Why? First off, can you help me to clear this? Yeah, okay. Or I'll go do the School of Mystics and clear it there. But why? Why am I calling myself a screw up? What do I need to learn? What is it about self-worth that I have not embodied yet? What is part of my soul mission to learn about feeling like I'm a screw up this lifetime so that I can transcend this wound? So Lux, this is a very high level game you get to play. That's why people like Debbie Ford called shadow work, that was her whole life's work. Shadow work, diving into the darkness, is so incredibly important. Lisa, when you cut cords with someone, can they keep attaching negative energy to you with their thought energy? In other words, can they keep being on an energetic attack? Not so much, Lisa. So you cut energetic cords. You cut physical cords, cut energetic cords, and definitely do prayer work on cutting those energetic cords. You can go back in our School of Mystics. I did week number 1 and a bit of week number 2 last month was on strings, cords, cables, and attachments on cutting that. But then you can surround yourself in a bubble of love and light. Each morning you get up, surround yourself in a bubble of love and light. Thank you, God, for guiding me with love and light. Or thank you, angels, for guiding me with love and light. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with love and light. Thank you, angels, for protecting me with love and light. Thank you, angels, for filling me with love and light. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. Start your day with that. And then do not think about them. Why? This isn't about pushing them down or pushing them away. It is about frequency. When you think about someone, you give them the energetic key that is a match to the vibration you're thinking, and you invite them in the door. Much easier said than done. Do your best not to think about them, not to talk about them, not to ruminate on them. And if you do, simply do the clearing work. We've got in our School of Mystics, or do clearing work of so many other techniques. But if you think about them, like I would go, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, clear, get light. It comes up again, clear again, and clear again. Because oftentimes they're not attaching negative energy to us. We're replaying things and drawing their energy back to us. And again, you're protecting yourself in a bubble of love and light. Last note on this. We've all had energetic vampires, leeches in our lives who we think about them and the phone rings. Don't think about them. Okay, at the time, I'm going to take 2 more questions, and then we're going to go into meditation here. Denise, we have guardian angels. Yes. And we have other angels that walk with us. Yes. Are they always in agreement? Yes. Pertaining to what we need in this lifetime. Yes, 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 yes. They are musical notes in the same symphony, musical chords in the same piece of music. So they each have a slightly different purpose in that music. One may play a higher note, one may play a lower note, but they are always in perfect agreement as to the music that gets to be played for your highest good, Denise, and the highest good of all. So you can call in as many angels as you'd like. And your guardian angel is always there helping orchestrate the show, as is typically someone as you're at the head of the table, your master guide or your master angel who is helping to coordinate everything. Picture a boardroom and is helping organize all of the players as well. Lisa B. I just got a huge chunk of black tourmaline for negative energy. Cool. I wanted Moldavite, but was told it could open up all kinds of energy to me, good and bad. True? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. And I am not the crystal expert, Lisa, but bless it. Bless your stones. Bless your crystals. Bless all of this energy. That's what it's all about. How much can I bless it, get in harmony or vibrational alignment with, and allow it to work for me? That question was fairly fast, so I'm going to try to get to these last two questions if I can. And we're going to call it good, and we're going to go into a meditation here. Kathy, does your guardian angel feel love for us? Oh, gosh, yes. Or are they there for guidance and protection? All of the above. So your guardian angel is on his, her, they, it. There is no sex the way we think of it here on earth on the other side. But your guardian angel is here on their own spiritual journey, on their own path for learning. And their path is through your path. Your guardian angel has been with you since the beginning of time. And they are there to help you through everything out of complete and total divine love. They're there to help you with guidance. They're there to help you with protection. There's no such thing as calling on your guardian angel too much. The more that you call on them, the better. And the more that you call on them, the more they feel the love and they can send you the love as well. On that note, last question from Zorn Love. Love it. Do you do past life karma clearing? Thanks. I do a lot of that work. In fact, if you go back to our School of Mystics of last month, and I say that because when you sign up for the School of Mystics, you get the whole library. And you can click on that link and get the whole library to the School of Mystics and do all the clearings from last month. I do a lot of clearings on past life karma, but I do not approach past life karma in the way you may have heard of it from many other teachers. I see past life karma as teachings. And when we catch the energy of the teaching, we can let it go. It's not here to hurt us. It's not here to keep us down. It's not here to make us feel disempowered or put us in a role of victim. Well, last life you did this, so this life you're going to be tortured like hell. No. Maybe in last life you did something that was horrific or not that great. And this life, karma is going to help you to learn a different, more positive, more beautiful, more amazing, more incredible, more woohoo way to get, good job, Rue, more way to get through things. I don't know if you heard him there. That was a sound of love or of hugs. So karma can be a beautiful thing. Now, not always fun. And that John Lennon song in my life, it seems so appropriate. Instant karma is going to get you, knock you right upon the head. So if I used to have a bad errant thought towards Jessica, I would stub a toe, I would break a toe, I would trip or fall, something would happen, which was learnings. Not universe trying to hurt me, not universe trying to smack me down, but universe going, what were you thinking right then? You stubbed your toe. What were you thinking? Why were you thinking that? What can you learn from that? All right. With that said, I'm going to take a sip of water. We are going to dive right into a meditation. Do come join us for their School of Mystics this Wednesday. You will love it. You will meet so many people that are here. You get to see them on Zoom if you want, or you get to not be seen on Zoom. But we interact, we play, we dance. Literally, we learn, we grow, we have fun. And this month, we're going to bring your energy up, 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 up through the roof. The roof, the roof, the roof is on. No, it's not. But we're going to bring it up through the roof this month. So come join us for the School of Mystics. And also you can learn automatic writing. The Mike Dooley link is down there, and become an automatic writing adventurer. All right, let me get some water in me. Usually Rue joins us for the meditation. His schedule, like mine, is all over the map. Last night, he went to bed after midnight. He held space for us. And so he's having his dinner right now. Usually his dinner is like 5 or 6. And he's having his dinner at close to 10 on the East Coast right now. So I think he's going to be busy eating dinner rather than joining us here. Very good. All right. And I hear baby Hannah, and I believe it's a change. So I think I'm muscle testing whether I can stay down here and do a meditation. And I can. And then I got to go run up to baby Hannah. So I'm always checking in with spirit on everything. And I find that so important to do. All right. What I'd like you to do is sit and get nice and comfortable and relaxed. Put both feet on the floor. Maybe put your hands in your lap. Maybe shrug your shoulders up. Allow your shoulders to relax. Shrug them up again. Allow them to relax. And kind of just shake things out. I want to get you good and relaxed here. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Now, as you continue to breathe in and out, I want you to imagine that you are in, wow, a giant circle of loved ones. I'm going to bring Rue in. I'm going to see if he can do this meditation with us. Hold on. What I'd like you to do is breathe in and out for a minute. He's sounding the alert. I want to check and make sure baby Hannah's okay. Hold on one moment. Okay. Thank you for your patience. We're going to take the meditation from the top. So, Rue, quick note, is very concerned for baby Hannah. So he watches out for her. And if he hears her crying, he lets me know and he says, Daddy, I want you to make sure that everything's okay. Thank you, Rue. Mwah. You're such a good boy. All right. And thank you for your patience. So what I'd like you to do is get nice and relaxed and loosey-goosey again. I'd like you to breathe in through your nose, down to your belly, and back out through your nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. In and out. As you continue to breathe in and out, I want you to imagine that you're in a giant circle of loved ones, people that are here supporting you. They're here watching this event live right now. They've watched it before. They're watching in the future. And we're in this giant circle, hand in hand. We breathe in together as one. We breathe out together as one. In and out. In and out. As you continue to breathe in and out, I want you to imagine that you're syncing with a greater energy. You're getting in sync, you're getting in vibrational alignment with a stronger and stronger force. This energy is, in first part, the power of the group, but it's also the power of the angels and guides who are coming to join us at this time. I call in each and every one of your guardian angels. I call in each and every one of your master guides. I call in your higher self. It's your spirit on the other side of the veil. Your higher team. All of your angels and guides here to support you. And I call in all of the archangels that have ever been by your side. Take a nice deep breath in. Can you feel that love and support? Take another deep breath in. Maybe feel the angels at your back. And take another breath in. And sense all of the angels and guides, thousands upon thousands upon thousands, that have your back and are by your side right now. See if you can feel those wings at your back. Maybe it's weight on your back, goosebumps on your neck or your arms, really angel bumps. Can you feel their love? Can you feel them by your side? Can you feel? I want you to bask in this love. I want you to bask in this energy. I want you to bask in this joy. And when you're ready, I want you to come back, to open up your eyes, but know that you can come back here anytime you want, anytime you desire. The angels are always here. This circle of love is always here. And you are always supported. All you need to do is go silent and be with the angels. So I love you guys so, so much. I am so glad you could join me here this evening. Thank you to Aya. Thank you to Anne for running things. Thank you for you, Rue, for holding space in this beautiful, this beautiful meditation. And I want to wish you the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful evening ahead. How does it get any better than this? What do you think, Rue? Truly, how does it get any better than this? I'll see you Wednesday for our School of Mystics. Love you guys so, 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 so much. And keep on shining bright. Woohoo! Love you guys. I know, Ro. I know. Here's the funny part, everyone. The button has disappeared For me, yes, Belinda Womack tomorrow night. Definitely come join us. The button has disappeared for me to end the show. How does it get any better than this? That's interesting. That is really interesting. Rue, do you have anything to say while I'm looking for this fun button? Do you, my boy? Let's see. Maybe there's something here. No? Maybe there's something here. No? Let's see. Maybe there's something here. Mark, I think you're right. There appears to be a 24-hour cam connected here. No? I can't find a way. I guess I can shut off the computer is one way that I can end the YouTube live. This is kind of wild. And that I have lost, YouTube has lost the button to end. You're laughing. I know. You think it's funny. I think it's funny too. Do you have anything that you want to tell people? We can let you run things here tonight. Yeah? Is that so? Yeah, really? I know. We can have the all Rue channel, all Rue all the time. I do not see how I can end this. This is fun. I like Lisa, you can't turn off the love. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Let's see here. This is like old school Austin Powers. Help, I'm in a nutshell or something. There is no end. I guess what I'm going to do is, like the glasses. I had a pair of glasses like this. It broke. I got a new pair in just this weekend. How does it get any better than this? And we do match well. All right. So I'm just going to have this to the Rue show now. So, Rue, do you have anything left to share? Because if not, I'm going to, I guess, close the computer. I don't know what that does to a YouTube Live, but I cannot find a ending button for this here this evening. I'm not sure. I can't find the button. I can't find the button. All right. I'll just close the computer. Love you guys so much. Keep on shining bright. Love you guys.